For the game Crab Kingdom, I worked as the sole programmer for this game. I ended up having to make a lot of choices on my own in terms of how I programmed things, what blueprint, like what I used in the blueprint. Starting from the beginning, I created a whole kind of template for the visual novel of Crab Kingdom. The script was written by Brittany, so I had it in a CSV file with the speakers and then the text that they were saying. And so we basically had a bunch of little scripts for each of the acts and different parts of the map. I created a structure to split that up and put it into like a data table in Unreal in order to extract those values and display them on the screen. It was kind of a bummer a little bit that on this game I didn't really get to do any of the art, but I learned that I actually really like programming more. Kind of like I know what functionality needs to be done and I'm going to figure out a way to do that. So I really liked being the only programmer on this game. My start to finish strategy for handling tasks on Crab Kingdom, I kind of just wanted to work through the game chronologically. So starting in the Crab Kingdom itself, then working through the other kingdoms. So at first I just started in the Crab Kingdom, got all the basic functionality working there, and then started working with the choices and going through the scripts and making sure all the choices were implemented just chronologically. So when you first start the game, you start off in the Crab Kingdom, and basically this is just where the story starts. So I programmed the characters switching on like their speaking and like the letter coming up and the choices being made. So basically everything that you're seeing right now with the characters, and the dialogue box is programmed by me. I'm the only developer who used Unreal this entire time, so I would import the art assets that I would get from my team members and then put them into the game. So there wasn't much like design being done by anyone. It was just my own discretion when it came to like design for the game. In the Octopus Kingdom, you go into the milk bar and you speak with the bartender where you can actually purchase drinks. That's kind of like a little mini game type thing in the game. Like you have your sea cucumbers that you can spend at the bar. Something I accomplished independently on this project basically was the entire template of the visual novel. I tried to look up tutorials on how to do a visual novel. I followed a few tutorials by one dev team who sells one of these templates that I found online. It's like a 6-part series or something, and of videos, and I followed the entire thing and tested it, and it ended up not working. So I took some of the parts from that video, like the data tables thing. That was something I learned, was using data tables and structures and like the enums for the character list. Those were all those little technical parts for the visual novel. Those were all things I learned through those videos. I figured there would be a more concise way to do the programming for this game, but I wanted to stick with what I knew due to a lack of time in my week. So it just came to a lot of repetition with different branches. And so that's how I kind of overcame that.